Coronavirus. Pastor wife, more than 30 others who attended church service tests positive for coronavirus. A pastor has issued a coronavirus warning this week after his wife, and more than 30 others connected to their church contracted the deadly virus. Reverend Mark Palensky, who described his experience in a long Facebook post, said that he had nausea, itches, and fatigue alongside his wife, Dana Palensky, while giving numbers. Donald Sheep of First Assemblies of God Church in Grace Ferry told Arkansas Democrat Gazette that 34 people contracted the virus after attending an event at Palensky's church earlier this month. He added that other visitors were still awaiting test results. Palensky wrote on his Facebook page, "When something like this COVID-19 virus touches the other side of the world, your first inclination is to assume that time and distance are on your side." That false assumption caught up with Dana and I this past week. Palensky also thanked his supporters and medical workers and urged unity and compassion among his fellow citizens amid the outbreak. "First of all, your prayers, your Dana and I, our church, our community, and our country are much appreciated," Palensky wrote. "Secondly, I would love to have you take this medical threat more seriously." NY Post reports that Palensky also described the struggle he faced before he could get tested. He said that he only got tested for COVID-19 after more than 24 people linked to the church were found to have the illness. "We were definitely sick, but the testing was not available," he wrote, "not for us and not for dozens in the church." Palensky said he pushed the envelope and eventually found a doctor who had a few commercial tests. The pastor also urged his followers to heed the instruction of health authorities on social distancing and hand washing. "We must keep the affected population to as low a number as possible," he wrote. "Our singular act of stubborn independence can have far-reaching effect on someone else's life." Palensky also asked his followers to pray for the medical personnel treating people who have contracted the virus. "I remember the two nurses who met us out in the parking lot the day that we were tested," he said. "Their world changed in a single moment and they stood tall to the challenge. They are doing their best not only to help us return to our lives and our families, but to help them return to theirs as well." Wow, this is serious. This is so shocking. Wow, this warning has been given, but a lot of people still take this for granted. You can imagine what has just happened. Some pastors will tell you to come to church, give some space. I think this is no longer working. Yes, this is no longer working. The best thing is just forget meeting at the church. Just forget it for now. If it's just for like some weeks, everybody should just separate themselves, because this so-called disease is so deadly to the extent that no matter what, if you try to come together in a church, what are you telling me? There will be a form of handshake. There will be a form of touchery. Sometimes you even forget that you are supposed to separate yourselves. This is getting out of hand. Everyone should just take heed to this. In fact, I think everyone should take this medical trait seriously. It's very important. Even for you to get tested, it's not easy, because you will pass through a lot of stress, and at the same time, all these so-called health workers, we need to pray for them. It's not easy because a lot of them are even contracting these same so-called diseases. Then instead of us to be putting ourselves into stress and all that, we should try as much as possible to take it seriously against this so-called disease, and let's listen to the authorities. They have said we should maintain social distance. Must we go to church to meet? Like a pastor was saying, people, if you know you can't come to church, you should go for house fellowship. What are you telling me? If even this same so-called house fellowship, he says, since according to him, he said since the house fellowship the numbers are not even up to 20. What are you telling me? Even between one man, you touching a man alone, you can contract it. Or do you want to tell me you get to an house fellowship, you don't have an handshake, you don't want to greet a brother, or sometimes you even forget, you must have even had that handshake before you now remember that virus is on ground. Meanwhile, in that process, you must have contracted it. So what are we saying? The best thing is let everybody just isolate themselves for now. Let's try and watch out to help this medical stuff to be able to treat well. Because by the time a lot of people are being treated, then it won't be able to go around. But if you are still adamant, going out, talking to people, associating with people, definitely this will not stop. This will not stop. But we should try as much as possible to separate ourselves. We should stay at home for now. That is it. Let's stay at home. Forget it, church or no church. We are talking about something physical now. So forget church or no church for now. Let's try and treat ourselves. Then God will understand. You can be in your home for now. Pray. God will listen. God will hear your prayer. You understand what is going on in the whole world. This is not a national thing. It's going in the whole world right now. Wow. So that is it. So everybody needs to be very, very careful and be obedient. That is it. Well, let me have your take on this, and remember to subscribe, like, share for more updates. Thanks and God bless.